Listen, we're gonna take a call. SonOfEmHak. I feel like a son of a bitch right now. How are you, sir?
I am good and chilling it in the, well, it's not quite midnight yet, but it is a beautiful sunny day here in Anchorage, Alaska.
Anchorage, Alaska. Wow. Really living it up. Orange is just really kicking our ass in this level. Well,
Dude, I'm so glad you're playing Splatoon.
Yeah, oh, you happy? A return to form, back with a vengeance. That's right, PPS.
Yeah.
We're here, and no NVIDIA driver crashes, no dropped frames, full HD stream. I'm loving the zero lag of the Razer Ripsaw. I mean, I can't say how good it's working, and I'm almost like afraid. I'm crossing my fingers with how perfect the show is going, technically speaking. And comedic-wise, I'm gonna say we're at an 8, but I'm hoping to bring us up to like a 12 later. I got some. We'll get to it.
So sort of like in the E3 post game.
Yes, let's talk E3. We had all kinds of game announcements. It's hilarious, I know. While we've had, Jesus Christ, shut up. While we've had I need to put her on timeout. The fucking lady running the goddamn, who's next door with Kevin? Is someone watching who's doing the applause machine?
Go to your room! Get in your room and be quiet!
Sorry, MHack. But we have had a lot of E3 announcements and a lot has gone on since I've been here with you guys. So, yes, let's discuss E3.
I'm just really excited. I finally have a reason to get a PlayStation 4 now that The Last Guardian has like an announce date.
It's really happening.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Well, it's really happening, Duke. I heard the guy...
We're making the Olympics.
The guy on the Sony stage, which I only watched, I'll be frank, I only watched the Sony keynote, because it's the only one I fucking cared about. Really? Motherfucker, we both got it? I had my fucking special ready, too. James. How dare you pick a regular name? And what's up with everyone? Why does everyone pick mommy and daddy when they play Splatoon? I don't get that. Rocco, have you noticed that? You ever play Splatoon and you run into a lot of mommies and daddies as their usernames? Super common.
I run into nothing but like Japanese players when I play online.
Yeah, those Japanese names I can't read. They're in hiragana or katakana or maybe even, I don't even know. What's the other one?
There's a
Kanji,
couple in
yeah.
Kanji, I think.
Kanji Club. Boom. Rockets away. Okay, we are.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do a super jump over to the action because I wanna help.
One of the things I've been wondering about, what is Nintendo gonna do with Splatoon as like an IP going forward?
Oh, they gotta fucking sequel this thing. They
Well,
gotta keep. They've been very. I mean, this game is well supported, very well supported.
I want a handheld version. I think something like Smash TV on the 3DS. I mean, just like a top-down view, and you can make it single player or multiplayer. But I feel like that would be the perfect avenue for it, because then you can see where all your paint, where all your ink is going.
That would be cool. That would be pretty cool. A handheld version. I think you might get that on like the next whatever more powerful 3DS successor is. Who knows? You think they'll drop the 3D?
I don't know. I kind of like new 3D. I like my new 3DS.
I do too. And I like I've always liked and used the 3D slider on the 3DSs. I've always used it. It's never really off unless I'm like watching a video or something.
Like, I beat Link Between Worlds recently, and I thought that game used 3D really well.
Yeah.
Am I the only person who went through that whole game without getting the Pegasus boots, though?
I don't know. I didn't beat it. I sad to say, I did not. I can't fucking finish Zelda games.
Yeah, I'm the same way, actually.
You do, Duke?
Zelda is like
That was a mouthful.
franchise for me that, like, I absolutely respect it, but for whatever reason, I've never, like,
I mean, it's
Brad.
nothing super special. It's Link to the Past with a new paint job, but it was fun.
No, she just likes to.
You know, I really like the Zelda games, but there's very few that I beat too.
Yeah, you're the same.
I love playing them. I beat Twilight Princess because I thought all of them have a badly paced moment. The opening of Twilight Princess is rough.
Oh my god.
But then it is off to the races, the rest of it.
Yeah.
And so I was able to beat that. But
It's like that one takes a while with the
when they
train,
have that kind of
station.
segment in the middle, it's hard to, Wind Waker has its thing where you got to go back and get all the whatever the so I didn't really continue past that. But I enjoyed the game.
Yeah. I didn't do Wind Waker at all. I never touched that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't like Toon Link at the time. I had a thing against cell shading. And I will be picking up the new one. I've played pretty much most, with the exception of the N64 stuff, I didn't play those.
The new one looks like the Phantom Pain of Zelda. That's why I've watched hours of it, and, you know, I can see some of it, you know, some people are kind of like, oh, a lot of this is just wandering around, or a lot of this is just, like, fixing stuff. And that doesn't sound that entertaining, but, you know, with what I checked out at E3 and all that stuff, there's this, it's easy to look at details and go, eh, but altogether there's this sense of, like, loneliness in this new game where you're really on your own, and everything conveys that, and it's almost like Snake Eater, how you had to, you know, feed yourself, and like, it really, all these things that maintain this sense of like, I gotta fucking survive.
Yeah, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work better as the sum rather than the parts, you know what I mean?
I think I actually like about what I've seen of the new Zelda is, as someone who isn't like super into Zelda, like I just said, I haven't beaten any of them.
Yeah.
This one looks so different.
Yeah, if nothing else, it's way different.
Yeah, even if it turns out like kind of shitty or whatever, I at least respect it for they're going way different.
I completely agree.
With a series that has been, let's be real, pretty samey over the past.
Yeah, it hit its limit for sure.
Yeah.
It definitely did.
So I mean, like, I would consider this similar to something like Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Could be. That was just so different from the previous ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe it'll be great if you do one.
Yeah, totally. And honestly, I had the same, even though we didn't see as much of it, I had the same kind of vibe with the new God of War thing they showed.
Oh, yeah.
That was another series that it's like, okay, fucking enough.
Yeah.
And they show us this heartfelt thing, and it was like, wow, okay.
That-
I am so down with, like, abandoning what's safe and just doing something else.
Trying something
Yeah.
new.
Yeah.
Everything
And
I've
with,
heard about God of War sounds interesting.
with Resident Evil 7 as well.
Oh, yeah.
Try something
Yeah,
new.
honestly, and it might be shitty, who knows, but it's different.
Yeah, at least it's different. You get so far into the numbers with these franchises.
Yeah.
Like, how many God of War games are there? Are there 7 of those?
Yeah.
And you know, Resident Evil's got
and that's
more than
why-
7 titles now.
And that's why I'm kind of, you know, I'm excited for, I've always been a Final Fantasy fan, I'm looking forward to 15. You know, part of me is going like, what's wrong with turn-based battles? Why aren't there turn-based battles? But you know, at the same time, it's like, let's embrace new, let's do something.
Change it up.
Yeah, so I'm down. I mean, hey, if I don't like it, I'm gonna say it, but as of right now, I'm down.
Yeah, I always like whenever it takes a risk, if it doesn't work out, they took a risk, which is something very rare nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the only way you can get out of a super stale franchise that's in like, you know, close to double digits of sequels is go new, go out of the box.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sort of makes me think about sort of back on Zelda games. Garrett, your and I sort of favorite Zelda game, Zelda 2.
Yeah.
How that game is so divergently different from every other Zelda game because it was back before games were a solved thing.
Yes.
Back before you knew how to make an A game, and you just like how sort of
they were just experimenting.
Yeah, back when Link to the Past was like, okay, we've established that Zelda 1 was the thing that worked, and that's what we're gonna go with. That's what the model we're gonna base it off of for the third title.
That's telling. That I really do like Zelda 2, and I am interested in this new one. And like Rocco, you're comparing it to Snake Eater makes a really good point. That stuff was super fun in Snake Eater. Getting away from the battling and the fighting to kind of do that, and I don't know.
Well, I don't like, you know, in games, I don't like minutia either. Like, oh, I have to cook my food, oh, I have to do this, do that. I don't like busy work either. But there's some games where it can add to the atmosphere and add to what, you know.
I didn't think it was ever that intrusive.
No,
in Snake Eater,
I actually thought that added to the game. It made it really survival was key to it. You know?
I would really hope that Nintendo would know a fine balance of this is annoying versus, you know. Like, according to Eric, like, the crafting and home defense shit in the new Fallout is, like, abysmal. And he hates it's such a chore to do.
Everything I've seen of that is just, I didn't even get Fallout 4.
But it's optional, which is cool. You know, I guess the Fallout people know enough. Is that Bethesda? Yeah.
Are you a hacker?
How'd you know that? You know everything about games, Duke?
I know a lot about Fallout.
Okay, we're gonna have to get back to this because I maybe we got an agent on the inside. I think he's here spreading disinformation. Trisha, did you invite him? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
what do I
He's
gotta
got an
do?
invite. He can stay.
Oh, I love memes.
Shut up!
What the fuck?
I'm not gonna say I'm the agent,
Uh-oh.
but I can taste your stink when I came off the elevator. Does he? Wait, he doesn't even say when he came off the elevator.
He just, he says that, or you would know exactly what he says.
I can taste your stink.
You're asking. You're the
I
only guy
feel
who's like,
somehow
what's this?
saturated by it.
Yeah, but he does like rub his fingers on Morpheus's sweaty
On his
neck.
forehead, and
It's
then
like
he smells
sweat.
it and then jams it in his nose.
He
Yeah.
puts it in his nose. That's so gross. It's so moist.
I need to get out.
Why'd I do that? Why'd I jump into death, Cody? Wow, look at that cute little squid outfit he's got on. Well,
I tell you what.
MHack, I think we've
Yes.
covered some E3 talks. Thank you for bringing it up. You want to give a last final thought? That's called baller fucking action right there.
Mostly, I'm just excited for The Last Guardian. I have a reason to buy a PS4 now.
Yeah, Trichio, what's his name? Trichio? Trico? The trichomes are the important part. It's gonna be awesome.
Is there any way I can get on your friends list so I can splat with you sometime?
Well, sure. Send me a friend request, but I'd have to pause and do that in the middle of the stream, so I don't know.
I'm nowhere near to play. I'm actually house sitting for a friend, so I'm not anywhere near to play with my.
Well, yeah,
Wii,
but in the
I-
future, yeah, I don't know how many the Wii U lets on. We
100.
killed each other. 100? I might be
Yeah.
maxed out, but I'll make some room. But yeah, I think all my gamer tags are Itchy Tasty Zombie, and there's only an I at the end of Zombie.
I've never gotten
No
to
E.
actually play Splatoon with like another person that I knew. I've always just rando matched.
Yeah, I mean, typically that's what I do. I never actually... You're going to be real disappointed because I never play online when I'm at home.
Oh, that's okay.
So I pretty... That's not true. There was a lot of Metal Gear Online that I was playing for a while there, but it's... I've been so busy, I haven't really played in a long fucking time.
Just if I could drop into if anything like this if next time you do something like this, that's
Yeah, well, Lady T plays all the time, so feel free to add her if you want to splat, and she's a splat master. As you can tell, she just end-zapped me. You're excited for the Splatfest. Excuse me?
Ooh, a new Splatfest is coming up?
Well, Trish, tell the kids all about it.
Splatfest is on June 21st.
Go ahead.
And it's Night Owl versus Early Bird.
Yes, and you
Oh,
can vote
definitely
now.
Vote now.
Vote. Do your part and vote. Not for the presidential election. Fuck all that bullshit. Mama and Dada are going to take care of us no matter what, guys. We live in the United States. So just go and vote for your Splatfest. Okay? Thank you.
June 25th.
June 25th. All right, MHack.
Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks for being
Peace.
you, buddy.